Sitaram, Namaste, Dr. Raj, the Hindu from Trinidad. You see, as a Trinidadian, as an East Indian, born and bred in the most cosmopolitan place in Trinidad, Sangre Grande, Kunapo, I have family, friends, well-wishers, loved ones of all different religion. And they have always known me to be understanding of their belief system, and I don't criticize them in any way, and they know that. But it's wonderful to see that since I started this Dr. Raj the Hindu, how many non-Sanatanists are reaching out to me. Why? To ask questions. And that's what we Hindu do. We ask a lot of questions. So when these people reach out to me and ask me questions about Sanatan Dharma, about my way of life, my belief system, I am glad to give them information and try to help them on their path. But I always tell them, whatever religion you belong to, make sure you are steep in it. Stick to what you believe, but you could still be a Hindu. And I'll explain that to you. You can be of any religion, any belief system, and still be a practicing or non-practicing Hindu. I had a very good friend reached out to me recently. I'll call her D. Good friend of the family. And she told me, Raj, I'm not a Hindu, which I know. I'm a Roman Catholic. I grew up in that. But I was drawn to Hinduism for some reason or the other. And in being drawn to Hinduism, I think it was through elephants. She loved elephants. And she was always given elephants as gift. And she, in turn, come into contact with a magazine that had a story of Lord Ganesh and how to pay obedience to Lord Ganesh. And she was told that he removes all obstacle and he gives you whatever you want, which is true. So she started to do her rituals to Lord Ganesh. And I stopped and I said, well, you are a Roman Catholic, but you are a Roman Catholic Hindu because you have accepted the way of life of a Hindu. And she did whatever she had to do and she got her gift, her boon. And that's what God does. Give you your boon, whatever form he manifests himself in or she manifests herself as. Once you give that devotion with, and I think she did it with sincerity and love. Because we know that when you go to Bhagwan with sincerity and love in your heart, whatever you wish for, you will get it. Because he's there, she's there to reward you, to make sure he or she takes care of her children, her devotees. And that's what we are. And she told me of her reward that she got. And the reward is a blessing to her. And now she's asking me for guidance in a particular area, which is very private. And I intend to do that. But I will not want to see her stray from her path and her religious belief. It doesn't mean to say I love her any less. It doesn't mean to say our friendship would lessen. As a matter of fact, I think it was strengthened today. Well, just talking about this. So, in retrospect, we must always understand that as Sanatanists, if someone comes to us, we must show them the path and help them along the way, because their path to enlightenment based on their religion also has to do with their spiritual enlightenment. And Hinduism or Sanatan Dharma is all about enlightenment, a spiritual path, finding that which is best for you. And once we can assist anyone to find that path that is going to be beneficial for them and their soul, by all means do it. Do it with sincerity and love in your heart as a Sanatanist. And we would have found a way to uplift one soul. And that's all we need to do. Uplift a soul. And then our soul will be uplifted. So as a Sanatanist, there are many paths to moksha, and many paths to Bhagwan. Whether you see him as Bhagwan Sri Ram, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Shiva, Brahma, doesn't matter. Once you have that love and devotion for the Lord as a Sanatanist, you are going to be rewarded. So whenever you encounter a situation like these, where someone should make a request of you as a true Sanatanist, as a lover of Dharma. Please assist them, because that's what you're here for. Once you have that enlightenment within your brain, you can impart that knowledge to another person and help them to become a better person. Jai Shri Ram.